I am so happy we found our way to each other. You give me the space, support, and encouragement to be my full, authentic self. You have never once asked me to change or dim who I am. Instead, you embrace and love all of me, and I'm a lot.
Marriage is like a university. You know, in university, you learn a lot of stuff, a lot of new stuff, a lot of lessons. You know, for those of you who have been married for years, you will know every day you learn something new. You know, you think you know your wife, and all of a sudden something new happens. You're like, oh, I didn't know this. You think you know your husband. You're like, no one told me this about marriage. But marriage is the only school, the only institution that before you start the journey, you get a certificate.
There's a very, very famous saying that goes, I like my man like I like my coffee. And I don't drink coffee. I prefer tea. And baby, you're my perfect cup of chai. Loving you is effortless. Your love is certain and reliable. Your love is so warming. I hope our guests can feel that warmth. I love how amazing of a father you are to Omari, and I can't wait to have your human children. Loving you is something I wake up excited to do, and I can't wait to continue to do it for the rest of our lives. And most of all, you're such a hottie. I love you.
Yinka, Yinka, Yinka. People that know me know that I can be indecisive. Being with you was the easiest decision I've ever made. I love your optimism, your strength, and your kindness. When I'm with you, I feel that my problems melt away. You're my ride or die, my A1, my rock. You are the love of my life. I can't wait to spend the rest of our lives together. As your husband, I vow to take care of you and put food on the table. Gotta make sure our family's fed. As your Nigerian husband, I vow to be the head of the household, while understanding, as your mom would say, that you will be the neck. Also, as your Nigerian husband, I will attempt to be reasonably fashionable and wear more than Converse shoes and blue button-up shirts to every occasion. I vow to listen to you and to speak in your love languages. I vow to promote and support your dreams. I vow to respect and honor you. Finally, I vow to be your husband, no matter what, for better or for worse, in sickness and in health, and for richer or for poorer. Essentially, I vow to be with you unconditionally for as long as we both shall live.
Gate outside, when they pull up, they give me loose. Yeah, jump out, boys, that's Nike boys, hopping our coast. Way too big, when we pull up, give me the loot. Was off the Remy, had up at post. Had to hit my old town to duck the news. 2-4-hour lockdown, we made no moves. Now it's 4 a.m. and I'm back up popping with the crew. I just landed in Chase B mixes pop like Jamba Joe's. Different color chains, think my jeweler really selling fruits. And they joking, man, know the crackers wish it was a news. Sunset.
Surrender, retreat, we all in too deep. Plan for keep.
When Yinka and I met in the 9th grade, we actually didn't like each other. There was no spark. We weren't instant best friends at all. Then our friendship officially blossomed junior year, and ever since then, thanks to our high school job, we've been the best of friends. One of the most vivid memories I have of Yinka and I is of her consoling me in the back of Ben Raymond State Farm as I was crying over an ex-boyfriend, and she told me to forget him, period. Throughout time, we've cried, we've laughed, and we've gone through some of the toughest times together. She has shown me a side of friendship I've never seen. From the moment Yinka spoke about Neil, there was a spark in her eye. And that's not that easy. The love that Neil and Yinka have will last for ages. I wish you both many years of happiness and more true love. To the best looking bride and groom I know. Love you guys.
I want to start by thanking everybody for coming here today. It's a true testament to the incredible people that both Nithan and Yinka are, that they could throw together 3 weddings in less than a month and have this many of their friends and loved ones show up. Notice that I said Nithan. Half the people in this room, that probably sounds strange. These people seem to know him by his middle name, Neil. His name has been something of a tricky piece of his identity for the entire time that I've known him. He's gone by Neil, Nithan. Like most Indian kids, Nithan grew up surrounded by the corn farms of Iowa. He joined Cub Scouts and then later Boy Scouts. In high school, he became an Eagle Scout based on a project to build and install recycling facilities around the city of Grand Rapids. Nithan graduated as valedictorian of his class of almost 300 and chose to go to college at the University of Pennsylvania, which is where I had the good fortune of meeting him. We met the first week of school and soon discovered that we had nearly all of the same classes, something that would continue for our entire time at school. At this point, it's important to thank his older brother, Naveen, for actually becoming a doctor and removing that pressure from him, thus allowing Nithan to become and focus on becoming the Excel super nerd that he always wanted to be. The fact that Nithan is a nerd might come as news to those of you that have only met him through Yinka and think of him as Neil. That's not to say that he wasn't cool. He was always the coolest Indian Eagle Scout from Iowa that I had ever met. It was truly an honor to be asked to be the best man for all of Nithan's weddings today. Early on in our friendship, Nithan and I discovered that we worked really well together and had complementary skills. But I'm gonna be honest, although he seems really smart, he's absolutely not a genius. I know this because one time we actually decided to take a Mensa test. That's how uncool he is. For those of you that don't know, you have to have an IQ in the top 2% to pass the Mensa Society test. Like I said, we were nerds. In any case, we took the test, and separately, we both failed. But when we took it together we were somehow a genius. Nithan has always had an enormous and generous heart. As every one of his friends from Iowa to Philadelphia to New York to Dallas to Boston can attest, once you befriended Nithan, you have a friend for life. He is the person that you can call any time with any problem, and in his thoughtful, methodical way, he will help you through it. Every one of his friends here today would do the same for him because he has earned all of our loyalty. Nithan, you are my best friend. You are the godfather to my oldest child. You are the brother that I never had. Thank you for sharing your life and your love for the last 22 years. Jamie and I are going to miss you being the third wheel, but we're so happy that you have found your partner. Yinka, you are marrying the most trustworthy, generous, thoughtful man that I know. Take care of his heart and welcome to our crew. I can't wait to celebrate wherever this new life and love take you both. To Nithan and Yinka.
We just want to thank you all for coming and celebrating our union, because it couldn't be real without you all, and the glory of God. And we're so thankful that you all came.
To my friends that came, I don't have too many friends, but I'm really proud of the friends that I have. My family, pretty much I think on my side, 90% traveled here for this, for little old me. So it really means a lot. Special thanks to Jay, the best man. Literally awesome. Mom and Dad, I know I've tortured you throughout this whole process and most of my life. You've bailed me out of countless situations. I've depended on you like a million times, so a special thanks. Like, I'm so happy that you're my parents, and I love you. To my Nigerian family, I'll say, Eshion. Madopu.
I want to do a special thanks to my bridesmaids. Thank you for taking care of me, thinking of what I'll need next, always making sure I'm having a good time, I'm fed, I got a drink, everything, I got a picture or two. I'm so thankful for you girls. You know, I pick my friends like I pick my fruit, and I picked you guys for a reason. And thank you to my dad. No wahala. No wahala. Everything was smooth. I said, Daddy, do this. He said, okay. Thank you to all my aunties, the auntie gang, all of y'all. I love all of you ladies. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I'm killing them shot. Because I swear God, if I kill them back. Rah, we go to win them like that. Oh God, I can know be a belly jack.
Body, yeah.
Make you know they feel like kulala.
Yeah.
Jala me jala.
Let's go.
Where the money, na.
Oh yes.
Money alone. Make the money rush like Indomie. Suppose it's your word, my lordy. Baby, show my Giuseppe's a naughty. I'm killing them shot. Because I swear God, if I kill them back. Rah, we go to win them like that. Oh God, I can know be a belly jack. You are not a fella, so what's your excuse? It is matter just nothing you can do. We are just a penny to the fed coffee.